One, they're agile, they move. They're going to create a lot of problems for us. They did not shoot well. We watched them when they played Western Wyoming, which they won 71-44. And they didn't shoot the ball well from the perimeter at all. But they can shoot it. You know, Savannah Lucero from Star Valley comes off the bench, and we know she can shoot it. I watched her in the state tournament, and I think she was 1 for 5 or something like that. And collectively, I think they only shot like 25% from three-point land. So I know they can shoot it, and if they shoot it and their inside girls are going, they're as good as anybody will play this year.
On the same side, though, I noticed you're 2 of 21 from three-point land, and I don't expect that average to hold. I think you've got better shooters than that.
We do. And the threes we took were bad, and they were quick. And that's stuff we really worked on this week. And I don't want a quick shot. You know, we can get a better shot, and we can probably get that same shot if we work it. Try and get a good shot. We can get that same shot with 5 or 6 seconds left on the clock. So that's what been our emphasis this week.
Last question is, and I know you like to press and you want to press, but are we ready to throw that at them tonight?
We are not. We are not ready to do that yet. We're gonna do it a little bit after made free throws, maybe made field goals. We're just not ready. We've been working on so many other things that we haven't been able to do it. I think when we get full complement, we're going to be fine. We're going to be able to do it. But right now, it's probably not going to happen very much.
All right. Wish you the best of luck, and talk to you again here soon.
Thank you.
You bet. Coach Ken Schwartz of the Central Wyoming Lady Rustlers. Stay with us. We will have your starting lineups in the opening tap. It's the home opener of Central Wyoming women's basketball as they entertain Snow College. That's all coming up next on your pregame show here on 88.1.
This has been the Rustler Pregame Show, brought to you by the Governor's Council on Impaired Driving, reminding you that buzz driving is drunk driving. Coming up, it's game time, right after this.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the field can result in lost playing time and heavy penalties. The unsportsmanlike choice to drive after drinking can also carry heavy penalties. Court costs, fines, legal fees, and insurance increases from a DUI can cost you thousands. Plus, you lose your license, maybe your job, and you can forget about your dating life. Be a stand-up player and make the sportsmanlike decision. Designate a sober driver for the win. A message from YDOT.
Your home for Rustler basketball is 88.1 KCWC-FM, Riverton.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups of tonight's basketball game. First off, for the home team, the Central Wyoming College Rustlers. And we'll get to know these ladies as you see them out on the floor. They will start tonight. Coach Ken Schwartz starting number 22, Palani Tarawa. She was born in New Zealand. She was out of Mountain View High School in Orem, Utah. The 5'11 freshman averages 10 points and just under 10 rebounds a ball game for the CWC ladies after their first 2 games of the season last week when they played in Casper. Megan Crayenbull, she is out of Riverton, Utah, a Silver Wolf out of Riverton, Utah. Megan is number 23. She is a 5'11 freshman, averages 7 points and 3 rebounds per ball game. She has a teammate from her Riverton squad on this Central Wyoming squad as well. Number 25, the returning sophomore for CWC, started a bundle of games last year for the Central ladies. She is out of Rollins High School. The 5'7 sophomore averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds per ball game is Bailey Forney. Forney wearing number 25. Number 31 will be your point guard tonight. She is the 5'8 freshman from Wyoming Indian High School, just outside of Riverton here in Ethity. That is the All-Stater and Northwest Player of the Year a couple of times over, Amron Brown, averaging 5 points and 3 boards per ball game.
And certainly a Utah influence in these two squads. I think a lot of these gals, I'm sure, have seen each other on the hardwoods before at the high school level, I would think.
Last starter for Central, number 32, is Alzay Roberts. We'll call her Zay. She is a 6-foot freshman. She averages 8 points and 10 rebounds per ball game. And again, she is out of West Valley City, Utah. She played for the Warriors of Taylorsville High School. Tarawa, Crayenbull, Forney, Brown, and Roberts, your 5 starters for the ladies in white tonight, Central Wyoming College.
One thing I think you see already with that lineup is Bailey Forney, who played last year, pretty much played all the way from 1 to 4. Now she's kind of playing 1 and 2.
Right, and Amron Brown will assume point guard duties, and that may change when Olivia Shippen is back healthy. We are going to have your national anthem coming up here in just a minute, so we'll get you your starting lineups for the visitors, the Snow Lady Badgers, coming up here in just a minute. This is basketball from Central Wyoming College, and we'll be back with the starting lineups here in just a couple of moments. Get your starting lineups next for the Snow Lady Badgers as they check into this at 2-0 on the young basketball season. And their head coach is Mike Russell in his third season as the head coach. And he will start number 12, Kaylee Hugie. Hugie is a 5'6" sophomore from Logan, Utah. Harley Hansen, number 14, a 5'9" sophomore, averages 9 points, just under 6 rebounds. She was an all-region first-teamer and an all-tournament team last year for this squad. Harley Hansen that finished second in their tournament in the Scenic West Division last year. Number 21, a 5'9" sophomore, Madison Mooring, averaging 3 points and 5 rebounds per ball game, a second-teamer in the All-Conference. She is out of St. George, Utah. Number 23, the one that makes them go, their 6'2" freshman down low, Megan Carr, averaging 17 points, 8.5 rebounds per ball game out of Centerville, Utah. And Savannah Domgard, a 6'1" freshman from Eagle Mountain, Utah, averaging just about 12 points a game and 2 rebounds per ball game. The Badgers as a team averaging 74 points to holding their opponents to just 51 on the season.
Carr is their conference player of the week already, so they do that there. We don't seem to do that up in this area, but Carr is the conference player of the week in the conference that they are in.
The Scenic West, they call that. It's out of Region 18, but the Scenic West Conference, they call it.
They're from a town about 45 miles south of Provo, Utah, by the way.
She averaged 16 points and 9 rebounds, did Megan Carr, standing in the jump circle with Zay Roberts. And Zay will get the tap, and 40 will hand the ball to Amron Brown, as you heard the roar from the crowd on the announcement of Amron Brown playing in front of the home crowd here at Central Wyoming College, the freshman from Wyoming Indian. Roberts with the basketball. That's Tarawa. Goes down. Right side shot from Cranebull is going to skim off the iron. That's no good. And the rebound will be picked up by Snow College. Three-pointer on the way is not going to go down for Hugie, but they will get the offensive rebound and they will reload. So already 2 rebounds in the game for Snow. Hansen with it, guarded by Central in a man-to-man. Shot clock down to 15. They'll get the ball down low to Domgard. She's working hard on Cranebull. She'll miss it, and the rebound pulled down by Roberts. Then we have a Snow player fell down hard. 5 on 4, Riverton. Central with it. Tarawa to Forney.
Once it goes, it goes.
She'll send it to the right side. Cranebull, her shot's going to skim off the iron, and the rebound will be pulled a bit down by Hugie. We're scoreless, a minute and 15 seconds into this ball game. Domgard with it, trying to work on Cranebull. Gives it on the give and go to Hugie. Good defense by Central. Out top. Card, nice dish underneath and an easy lay-in for Harley Hansen. Good assist up at the top.
That pass was actually deflected, and she's still able to retrieve it and score.
Forney to Tarawa. And Lonnie with it. Give it back up to Amron Brown near the midcourt circle. Play quarters in women's basketball, you'll remember. 4 10-minute quarters as opposed to 2 20-minute halves. Amron Brown spins into the paint. She'll try to launch one down low to Zay Roberts. Can't. 7 on the shot clock. Amron working forward, launches in with the left hand. That ball won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Hugie, her second.
Didn't go, but it's what she had to do with the clock where it was.
Central 0 for 3 from the field in the early going. Driving Hugie off glass. No good, but the rebound and put back in by Megan Carr. And that's not what you want to do, is give them a lot of second chances. Full court pressure and the steal. Underneath, shot off glass, no good, but Forney will get the rebound, and she will be, well, she won't get the foul, but instead, she won't get the rebound, but instead will get the foul.
Well, escaping 2 points basically there as they turned it over in the back court.
They're going to whistle the foul on Madison Mooring, actually, not Bailey Forney, as I thought she'd got the rebound, and she did. Central will break the press. Amron dishes left side to give the assist. Amron Brown the bucket to Zay Roberts. Zay Roberts out of West Valley City, Utah. The freshman gets Central on the board. It's 4-2 Snow out in front. 3 minutes gone by, first quarter. Right side outside Hugie. Baseline. They'll give it to Domgard. She'll find it off glass and tally.
Interesting, the left hand from the right side there, but very effective.
Quick timeout by Coach Ken Schwartz. 6-2 our score. Snow out in front in the early going. CWC Rodeo and Golf are finished for the season. Cross country heading to their national championship Saturday in Iowa. Rustler men's basketball opening their home season this Friday and Saturday. It's the Rustler Classic. Rustlers hosting LCCC Friday night at 7:30, then Rexburg United on Saturday at 3. Speaking of Saturday, CWC Booster Club hosting a tailgate party. That'll start at 1:30. Hot dogs, courtesy of Phil's Dog Shack, along with chips and a drink available for $5. And you and your family can eat for free at the cookout and receive free snacks, drinks, and admission at all home games if you become a Little Wind Booster member. That's a $100 donation to the CWC Booster Club. That'll be Saturday at 1:30. It starts at Central. Central out of the timeout, going to throw it away, and that's the first turnover of the ball game.
I think there may have been another one when Bailey got the rebound after the ball had been turned over here, and they put the shot up, and Bailey got the rebound and was fouled.
You are correct. Mariah Faber going to check into the ball game. Mariah out of Midwest High School, a sophomore, captain on this basketball team. Inbound pass, left-hand hook shot, good by Domgard, and she's got 4 points.
Mariah actually from a suburb of Midwest in Edgerton, if you can believe that.
Tarawa brings the ball across the timeline, hands it back to Amron Brown. She'll go left side, Faber. Man-to-man by Snow. Crayenbull outside. Polani for 3. Tarawa shot no good, off the mark. And another rebound by Hugie. Might be one of the smallest on the court. She's already got 3 rebounds. Domgard wide open from 15. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Tried for it. It'll be Central basketball. Central has 2 players not suited up tonight that normally would. Chelsea Drury won't be back until after January with a back injury, as there's a lackadaisical pass by Faber that gets picked off. Turnover, bucket, and one as Harley Hansen puts one in, and a foul on Central. That foul will be whistled on Mariah Faber, her first. And to the line goes Harley Hansen. Hansen 4 of 5 on the young free throw shooting year. Free throw is good. 3-point play. And the press coming out of it. Faber going to break the press, runs into Tarawa, gives it back to Polani. She'll hand it back to Amron Brown. 11-2, Snow out in front. We've played 4 minutes. Amron wide open, top of the key for 3 is good. Amron Brown. Big bucket, just the 3rd three-pointer of the year for the ladies. They were 2 of 21 from three-point land coming into this contest.
Yeah, they needed it. They were on the brink of going double digits down.
Right side baseline. Driving with it, hooking it back up top to Carr. Going back down low to Domgard. Wide open underneath, and Amron Brown trying to help on the defense. Going to get called for the foul. That's a good foul. That's an easy 2 points for Hansen if Amron doesn't give up the foul.
I will say this for Snow. They look pretty well oiled for the 3rd game of the year. And also it looks like they're athletic. Their bigs are athletic, so when they press, and it seems like the wingspan, even as long as some of their smaller players.
Free throw is good as it rattles around for Hansen. She's hit 2 in a row now. 12-5 the lead. Yeah, and Megan Carr, their player of the week in their conference, hadn't even really got going for them yet. Front of the iron, no good. Zay Roberts with her second rebound. We will get our first subs of the ball game for Snow coming in. Tarawa, right side corner, goes baseline, Crayenbull. Megan, a lot of subs coming in as Zay tries to wrap the pass around, and she'll turn it over. 4th turnover by Central as that ball taken away by Hugie. Hugie, left side outside to Mooring, back up top. Carr with it, baseline. Domgarn almost threw it away. Carr almost lost it, and instead a 3 on the way by Hugie is back of the iron. No good. Rebound by Ameren Brown. Brown into the front court, looks left, goes underneath, wide open. Tarawa too far under the hoop, and she'll miss it as she kind of crammed it into the backboard underneath.
She was real court aware there where she caught that ball.
Almost a steal by Megan Crayenbull as that ball will be knocked out of bounds. It will stay Snow basketball. Going to see Amanda Mitchell, the other sophomore for Central, coming in. Just 3 of them. Amanda out of Harriman High School, the Mustangs. Going to celebrate a birthday coming up here in a couple of days, actually.
Also a pack of Badgers coming in.
Whole herd of Badgers have checked in, and inbounding it, Mackenzie Royce. She'll get it back. Jasmine Chavez out there. That is Paige Farnsworth with it. Into the paint, Carr. Kick it outside. Farnsworth for 3 is good. Paige Farnsworth off the bench for 3. And it's a 10-point Snow lead, 15-5, just under the midway point here on the first quarter. Tarawa stops for 10, lets it fly, missed it. And the rebound comes down to Farnsworth. Coach Schwartz is Megan Carr running the floor. Will get a bucket on the other side. He said he didn't want a quick shot, and that was a very quick shot by Central that time down the floor.
Like I said, their big's athletic. Carr has, got an assist, and there she was running the floor and getting the 2 points at the end of a break.
Brown
to travel.
Crayenbull back to Faber. High post, Mitchell lobs it down low. Ball poked away. It will stay Central basketball. 4 minutes left to play. First quarter, 17-5 Snow out in front.
Good idea there, just a half second late.
Brown will trigger the inbound pass. Looking, goes to Tarawa. Up to Faber. She'll launch a 3. That's front of the iron. No good. Carr tips the rebound into the hands of Jasmine Chavez. Right side, Carr running the floor. Rejected from behind by Crayenbull. Taken away by Central. And then a foul will be whistled. And the foul's going to go against Megan Crayenbull. Megan will get her first personal foul. And it will be Snow basketball as they did not get the rebound. And it will be Snowball wide open inside. Farnsworth for 3. Made one a moment ago. Doesn't connect on that one. And the rebound taken down by Mariah Faber.
Remember last year she didn't play a lot, but she seemed to get an inordinate number of rebounds for her size.
And coming in early in this one is the sophomore captain. Right side. Into the ballgame, Marissa Arnold snuck in on us. Ameren launching a high arcing 3 that's good. Almost looked desperation type when she let it fly, but she drains it. Ameren's got 6 points.
Not sure if the team's got the home court advantage, but she seems to.
Ball knocked away by Crayenbull. First turnover of the game by Snow. They only, I have 8 points on the board. Did they not give her a 3 on that one? Faber with it. Right side, Crayenbull. Megan. Ball high over her head. Looks underneath to Mitchell. She'll turn with the right hand and run it off glass and in. Amanda Mitchell, the bucket. I have 17-10. We'll have to check and see if both of those were 3s by Ameren Brown. I thought both of them.
It looked long distance.
Yeah. And, into the paint. Farnsworth rejected by Marissa Arnold. Ball knocked away and then rebounded by Marissa. What a good spark off the bench by Marissa Arnold.
That's a fight back here for the Rustlers.
Ameren, high post to Mitchell, back to Brown, right side Faber. At the top, left side Marissa Arnold. She's out of Rocky Mountain High School, the freshman. Lob it down low, and a foul from behind is going to be called on Megan Carr. The All-Conference Player of the Week, as we mentioned, will pick up her first personal foul, and we'll get a couple of subs for the Badgers. 2:14 left to play first quarter. Snow 17, Central 9.5. Domgard back into the ballgame. Also, Lourdes Gonzalez into the ballgame. Lob to Faber. Wanted to go back to Brown, but can't, and instead Arnold has it. Going to see our volleyball player coming up here in a minute. Riley Burmester out of Star Valley is right side. Amanda Mitchell again. Shot no good, but the rebound by Mariah Faber, her third. Mariah left side to Arnold. Rainbow comes to the top. Arnold gives it to Mitchell. She'll gun it out to Faber. Baseline to Brown. She'll spot for 17. That one's no good, and a good rebound by Paige Farnsworth. Farnsworth runs it across the timeline. They'll leave her wide open, and she'll stab a three in their eyeball.
I would think they'd have learned.
20-9 says the scoreboard. Again, I've got 10. 90 seconds left. Boy, Emery Brown, bad place to pick up your dribble. And she stepped into the backcourt.
And will you set that one up yourself.
Riley Burmester is going to check into the ball game. She's out of Star Valley, Wyoming, the 5'10 freshman. Also going to see Brenna Blazer, 5'5 freshman wearing number 20. She's out of Riverton, Utah as well. She and Megan Cranebowl, teammates at Riverton, Utah, the Silver Wolves there.
So there wasn't some sort of confusion. They just thought they were going home, and they ended up here.
Playing in front of the hometown crowd is driving the lane. Dishing it back out was Mackenzie Royce. Into the middle of the paint, and the bucket by Gonzalez. 22-10. Faber has that ball snatched away by Jasmine Chavez. She'll miss it, and the rebound comes down to Faber. 4 rebounds already first quarter for Mariah. Inside of a minute left to play here in the first quarter. Bailey Forney will come in next dead ball. Arnold runs into Royce, but gets the basketball. Give it into the paint to Mitchell, back to Arnold, and she'll travel with it. And already that is the 7th turnover for CWC with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Mariah Faber will check out. 2 captains on this team. One of them is Mariah Faber. The other is injured and not in uniform tonight, that being Olivia Shippen.
Interesting. Both point guards is interesting, too.
Royce left side to Farnsworth. Going to get a pick from Gonzalez and give it back to Gonzalez. She'll run around Arnold. There will be fouled by Marissa as she gets knocked to the floor. Going to be on her or on Mitchell. It's going to be on Marissa Arnold. That is her 4th team foul on Central. And 2 shots forthcoming for Gonzalez. 5 of 8 on the year. Gonzalez out of Mazatlan, Mexico, by the way. Liking those winters in snow country. She misses the first, however.
Interesting as you see Forney roaming the halls here at CWC. She wears glasses this year, and now you see her on the court again, not wearing glasses, which is how she was last year.
Gonzalez misses both, and then Chavez goes over the back on the rebound by Amanda Mitchell. 29 seconds left. Shot clock is gone here in the first quarter of ball. Full court pressure. They'll get the ball into Blazer. Blaze hands it back to Forney. She'll gun it to the middle, and it's picked off by Mackenzie Royce. She'll lay it off glass and in. 8 turnovers by Central. And Coach Schwartz said if they press us hard, we're going to struggle, as his point guards are kind of out of positions right now. Burmester, right side. Blazer for 3. 6 seconds on the clock. No good. Rebound pulled down by Gonzalez at the buzzer. Left-hand layup is good.
Nice adjustment in the air to be able to have that court awareness of time.
Mackenzie Royce, 26 first quarter points for Snow College as they're blitzing the Rustlers right now. 26-9 at the end of 1 is our score. We'll be back with a second quarter after this. This is Lady Rustler Basketball on 88.1.
Sports on Rustler Radio is brought to you in part by Fremont Therapy Group. They've partnered with Lander and CWC to protect the health of student athletes. For the past 20 years, Fremont Therapy Group has been volunteering their time and resources on the sidelines of local high school sports to help keep student athletes safe and healthy. They also teach classes at Lander Valley High School to help students learn more about the field of athletic training. A proud partner of CWC Athletics is Fremont Therapy Group, Riverton, and Lander. More can be found at FremontTherapyGroup.com or on Facebook at Fremont Therapy Group.
Log in. Keep up with Rustler Sports at Rustler rustlerathletics.com.
Online. Go online.
Sports on Rustler Media is brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mick Pryor. Make sense of investing with Edward Jones and Mick Pryor, located 1 block east of the Riverton Post Office, providing retirement and investing advice including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and CDs. It's never too early or too late to start planning for financial future. Appointments are available at 856-6116. Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mick Pryor, 856-6116.
A little bit of housekeeping before we get into the second quarter. The second shot by Amron Brown that I thought was definitely a three was actually the shorter of the two and just a two-pointer. So Amron with 5, and it's 26-9. And we'll get a foul on the reach at the top. Forney and Burmester up there, and the official giving a lengthy explanation to the sophomore on the foul. First foul of the second quarter for Central comes 7 seconds into it. Blazer, Arnold, Burmester, Forney, and Mitchell, the 5 on the floor dressed in white for Central. Hansen, ball right into the hands of Hughie. Back with it is Madison Mooring, back to Hughie. Gets a pick from Domgard, tries to pick and roll, can't. 12 on the shot clock, ball knocked away, taken away by Riley Burmester. Riley's going to go the distance, contact, no call, offensive foul they'll give to Riley Burmester. Riley just last week was a lady volleyballer at Rustlers College.
I like the offensive aggressiveness of that play, however, despite the fact it was a foul.
Second foul on Central in the quarter already. We're 32 seconds old. Mooring will bring the ball across the court with a 17-point Snow lead. And a foul underneath on Domgard. Savannah Domgard going to pick up the foul. And full court pressure again. Blazer hands it back to Forney.
One that strikes me, though, if you get this team in foul trouble, they got interchangeable pieces.
Burmester misses, gets her own rebound, misses that one. And the rebound finally pulled out of there by Harley Hansen. Back the other way, ball loose. Domgard picks it up and throws it back into the hands of Madison Mooring, who kind of basket catches it.
Interesting, she let the thing come all the way to her body on the catch.
Gonzalez back to Hughie. 15-foot line, up to the top, Mooring. She'll take it to the right side, out to the outside three-point line, Gonzalez. She'll run the arc, kick it baseline, Hansen for 15. That's no good, but Hansen will get her own rebound out of it. Give you some shooting percentages here for the first quarter in a minute. 3 on the way is good by Hughie.
Nice shot off the motion, too.
That is her first points of the season, actually, out of Logan, Utah. 29-9, 20-point lead. Mitchell tight ropes the sideline, fires the running 15-footer baseline, no good. And a foul on Central will give the basketball to the Snow Badgers.
I believe.
Tarawa and Roberts back into the ball game. Burmester is the recipient, her second personal. With 8:09 left in the first half, 29-9 our score. Snow.
In fact, she was playing volleyball a week ago at this time.
Exactly. We were on the court at Sheridan a week ago today.
Dodging the drips.
Exactly. Underneath, Domgard lost it, gathers it, and then scores it. She had it knocked away, and then she pulls it together and throws it in. 31-9, and a full court pressure still. Hansen with another steal, lays it up, misses it. Ball gets knocked out of bounds.
But how many weapons do they have? This team looks in mid-season form to me. This is a third game of the year. I don't think so, but they're playing like it's way past that.
Ball knocked away on the inbounds by Roberts to Tarawa. She'll give it up to Forney now. Cross-court it, Blazer steps into a three. That's good. Brenna Blazer for 3 on the left side angle. And a quick timeout by Coach Russell as they give up a 3 in transition. And this will be just a very quick 30-second timeout. You can keep up with the Rustlers with a flick of your finger. Check out the Rustler Athletics app. Now available for download. Look for Presto Sports Rustler Athletics in the App Store See schedules, get box scores, stay up to date with sports news on your CWC athletes. Search for Rustler Athletics in the App Store. Download it today, and of course, don't forget, rustlerathletics.com.
And you can check for things like stats, the box score of games out of town, and things like that. There's, that's a nice app, to check on. I think I was doing some numbers off that today, in fact.
You downloaded an app?
No, I was doing some numbers off it. I knew that a 6 was bigger than a 5, and I wrote it down.
Oh, goodness. Out of the timeout, Badgers.
I downwrote it.
Badgers basketball. Domgard inbounded it. Hugie right side outside to Mooring. Baseline Carr. She's shut off there. Might have shuffled the feet. Gets the ball again. Working on Roberts. 15 on the shot clock. Left side, Hansen comes to the top. 3 on the way. Mooring on the outside gets a great shooter's bounce on the outside angle, and it drops for 3.
Good look at.
Full court pressure kind of taken off a little bit now. Forney's going to run into a quarter court trap. She'll throw it off the leg of Hugie. And here comes Amarin Brown back into the lineup. And she'll check in for Bailey Forney.
You look at this lead, and they've really not got a lot out of Carr even. And
right.
They're blowing it up early.
4 points out of Carr, who averages 17 a game. Arnold gets it to Blazer. Coach Schwartz wanting them to set it up out there. Finally, they'll get into position with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Brown working, kind of throws it blindly. Tarawa ends up with it. Polani scores it. Her first bucket of the home season for Polani Tarawa.
She is their leading scorer on the year so far in the 2 games. Only player averaging double figures, in fact.
Top of the key, Hugie, left side, Mooring. Tries to lob down low. Tarawa is going to knock it out of bounds. It will stay Snow basketball. 6:19 left in the first half. 34-14, Snow by 20. You'd mentioned their schedule early on as they'll get a 3 on the way.
Yeah, this is their 3rd game against a Wyoming team, all in Wyoming. They played in a Rock Springs semi-tournament last week, not where there's a true tournament, but where you play, classic as they call it. And then they go to...
Hugie missed a 3 a moment ago, but then she drains that one.
Then they go to Gillette and take on Sheridan and Gillette. And after that, they go to Casper and play Western and Casper. So
lazy pass stolen by Hugie and an easy bucket. She's got 8 points already and hadn't scored previous to this game.
I did tell them that they can't win the Wyoming State Championship no matter how many of those games they win.
And there's another turnover.
That was like a handoff.
Tarawa taking it, shot, no good. The ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Central basketball.
She might have got a whacking on that layup attempt.
Going to get a full timeout by Coach Schwartz right now. 5:32 left to play first half. It's all Snow. It's Snow Badgers 39, Central Wyoming 14. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Lady Rustler basketball after this.
Rustler Athletics is supported by Bach Monument, applying a relentless passion for excellence to honor special people in special ways. Bach Monument, part of the Wyoming community since 1875 on West Main in Riverton, and online at bachmonument.com. Proud to support Rustler Sports on 88.1.
Media coverage of Rustler Athletics is sponsored in part by Wyoming Wireless, providing smartphones, mobile devices, and wireless service. They are a Verizon authorized retailer. Product brands include Apple, Motorola, Samsung, and more. With 18 locations across Wyoming, including 2 in Riverton, 1 on Main Street in downtown, and the other on North Federal Boulevard. They also have locations in Lander and Thermopolis and online at wyowireless.com.
Back to the game on Student Radio for Central Wyoming College, 88.1.
Coach Schwartz burning another timeout as his team trails now by 25. Amarin Brown, Mariah Faber, Polani Tarawa, also Zay Roberts and Marissa Arnold on the floor. Marissa just inside the three-point line. Shot no good. Faber another rebound, however. Her shot no good. And the rebound falls off into the hands of Snow. Quickly underneath Carr. Her shot no good. Rebound by Zay Roberts. to Brown. Ameren across the timeline, runs, shot is going to drop. And you can hear the Ameren Brown cheering section here at Central Gym liking that. She slaps the floor to play a little defense now. Inside of 5 left to play in the first half. Baseline, Chavez, she'll run the baseline, no good. She'll get her own rebound, though, and then throws it. Nope, what's going to happen here? Ball finally lost, and it will be, they argue over it, and it's Central basketball. Conferred on that for a little while, and then finally give it to Central. Faubert to Tarawa, throws it behind Brown, but she'll glove it and bring it into the front court. Ameren tries to go to Alze Roberts, and she'll be tied up, as going to the floor with her was Mackenzie Royce. It will be Central basketball on the arrow, however. And
Snow attired in their navy and orange uniforms. They just added orange as a school color in 2012, by the way. They used to just be blue and white.
Lob inbounds, taken away. 12 turnovers by Central. Farnsworth, the layup, good. Boy, 12 turnovers by Central has led to a 25-point deficit here.
And it's led to a lot of points. Those turnovers certainly have. Going to see another Star Valley product coming into the ballgame, but for the other side here momentarily.
One Savannah Lucero, freshman from Star Valley High School. Tarawa to Brown. Ameren wanted the basketball, but gets it too late. 8 seconds. Touch pass down low to Tarawa. She'll turn around. Shot no good. Roberts over the top with a rebound and a putback. Alze Roberts has 4 points.
And even though it doesn't look good right now, that's the type of bucket we couldn't get last year because we just weren't big enough.
Central 33% from the field right now, 8 of 24. Snow has 17 of 33, including 5 of 9 from three-point land here right now.
I can add some layups to help shoot that percentage up, too.
52% from the field. Shot clock down to 10. Faubert D'ing up Royce. Ball almost lost out of there. Going to the floor with it is Arnold. She'll tie it up. It will stay Snow basketball with 1 second left on the possession clock.
I'd like to see a hustle play like that, though, when you're down by 23.
Definitely. Good job by Marissa Arnold. Tarawa's going to come out. Crayenbull's going to check back in. 1 on the shot clock. They'll give it on a run to Royce. She will not get the shot off. That'll be a turnover. Just the 4th turnover of the contest for the Badgers.
Yeah, unlike the NBA, you can't tell if it's 1.9 or 1.0 seconds.
Ameren Brown running the lane. Fakes, goes right off glass. Ameren with 9.
Yeah, nice look away, and then she puts it off glass straight on.
Ameren with 9 of the 20 on the board for Central right now, as a matter of fact. Savannah Lucero into the ball game. D'd up by Brown, is going to get hand-checked by Ameren, and that'll be number 2 on Ameren Brown. 4th team foul of the quarter by Central.
Matchup of a couple of gals we saw at State last year.
So it gets you kind of updated on the rules. Got to have 5 fouls before free throws, and then it's the 2-shot variety. There are no one-on-ones in women's basketball
talking
anymore.
To me that I needed to update. I was listening intently.
Well, I'm trying to convince myself, I think, as much as anything on the rule changes. Inbounds to Carr. Shot no good. Roberts snatches down the rebound.
Traveled.
Top of the key. Gives it back to Faubert. Now right side Arnold, right in front of the Snow bench to Crayenbull. She'll step out for a long arcing 3 that misses everything. And ball out of bounds. I think it's going to be Central basketball, as Royce tried to rebound it but couldn't do it, and she fell out of bounds with it. 12 on the shot clock, as that one did not hit anything. Inbounds to Arnold. Back to Brown on the three-point line. Archer good, but just a 2 for Ameren Brown. She's got 11. Boy, fans come to watch Ameren tonight. There's a pretty good contingent. She is not disappointed. Lucero for 3, answers on the other side. And then a steal and another turnover by Central. Underneath.
A number on those inbounds passes, haven't they?
Royce dishes off to Chavez. She'll be fouled and go to the line. Central foul is going to be whistled on Ameren Brown. That'll be her 3rd.
And that's tough, too, because she's put in a position where she never should have had to been there. You should have just got the ball down court in the first place. But
Blazer will check in. At the line, Chavez, free throw is good.
I wonder if Blazer would have thought about transferring to Torrington High School.
Yeah, Torrington, Brenna Trail Blazer.
Blazer.
Domgard comes in for Carr. Amron Brown's going to check out, I would assume, for the remaining 2:15 of the first half with 3 fouls as Chavez gets both.
Interesting, they don't press after the made free throw that time.
Well, they're up 24. I think
but
adding
still,
to that
you're
as
in the
much.
first half to, these players are interchangeable parts, and that's how you play.
Underneath, Crayenbull, right hand, left short. Rebound by Domgard. Flip it up top to Lucero. Gives it to Domgard. Back out right side to Royce. Lucero, Burmester will check in. Next dead ball. Lob underneath Domgard. Fouled by Marissa Arnold. Marissa will pick up her first, 6th team foul. So 2 free throws coming for Savannah Domgard. They have 2 Savannahs and then a Saviana on this Snow Badger team.
Interesting. If anybody knows how to stop Lucero out there, the player we're putting in should know that.
Yeah, Burmester, a former teammate of her.
Of course, oddly enough, we have 2 Mariahs, but one doesn't go by that name, which is interesting. That is not a common-seeming name to me.
First free throw good by Domgard, and for the 3rd year in a row, we have an Olivia on the team as well, and Olivia Shippen, who is
one of our rules. We have to do that.
Who is also the Mariah you were talking about.
Yes. I was trying to see if she could get me a gift card from Stinkers gas stations in Idaho, but I've approached her on that, but we're not sure how we're going with this.
Domgard gets them both and leads by 26. 98 seconds left in the first half. Roberts with it. Gives it to Burmester. Riley bounced once, now stuck. As she'll give it back to Fauber. Lucero on her, and then from behind, Hannah Monson knocks that ball away as Hannah snuck into the ball game on that exchange. And then they will turn it over. They'll just throw it away. That's the 5th turnover on Snow to 14 turnovers by Central.
And I think the case there, the gal was so wide open, you kind of got excited and just overthrew her on the opposite side.
See the CWC golf coach, Russ Holgate, with his team. He's got a recruit on a visit here tonight as well, up in the crowd. Blazer for 3, dish pans out.
See most of our guys' basketball team over there as well.
That ball stays out of bounds. It'll stay Central basketball. I have invited Coach Jack Nelson to visit with us at halftime, but he has not made up his mind whether he's doing that yet or not. Also see our volleyball coach and assistant coaches, Courtney Kling and Darshea Gallert, across the way. Shot clock. Left side, Burmester. She'll drive to the left side lane and be fouled. She will go to the line.
Nice job drawing the foul.
Riley going to the line for her first free throws of the year. Foul is going to go against Savannah Domgard.
Have you asked her what her favorite sport is, out of curiosity?
It's weird. I haven't talked with her all that much. Got to ask her today.
She's kind of quiet, actually, when you do talk to her. I've conversed with her a couple of times.
Got to ask her today if she gets to play, and she said yes. That was about the extent of our conversation as she snaps the cords on the first. Gonzalez will check back into the ball game. Do you want me to broadcast and do that? Okay. Burmester, front of the iron, no good, and then rebound is going to be loose. It'll stay Central basketball.
They should lose their sponsorship with the cumulative score in volleyball for that.
Got to give our shot clock operator a hard time here. Burmester at the top to Roberts, working in. Right hand, Zay is good. Nice play by Zay Roberts. She's got 6 on the right side, about an 8-footer. Good-looking shot. We're inside of a minute left to play in the first half. Third Base Sports Bar, our sponsor of the halftime presentation. Lucero guarded by Burmester as the 2 Star Valley products
temporarily match up.
Momentarily, you're right. Right side, Monson lost the handle on it. Fauber will take it away. Mariah across the timeline. Ball poked out of there from behind by Farnsworth. It should stay Central basketball, and it does. 22 seconds left. Shot clock is expired for the half. Blazer will trigger the inbounds. And she'll go to Burmester. Out to Roberts. Zay with it. Cross courts it to Blazer. 15. Blazer a long 3. Back of the iron. No good. Zay the rebound. 10 seconds. At the top, 3 for Arnold. That's no good. And Monson had it, lost it. 3 seconds. Marissa Arnold, 3, no good. That's how the half will end.
Interesting, because really no clock awareness whatsoever, but several opportunities to make a basket there at the end of the half.
And the first half expires with Snow out in front, 48-25, a 23-point advantage. They led 26-9 at the end of one, and then outscore Central 22-16 in the second to take themselves a 48-25 lead into the intermission. Stay with us. Our halftime show is next. It's brought to you by the Third Base Sports Bar on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton, as we will give you the rundown of the first half stats. And I see our coach is on the way over, so hopefully we'll talk with Jack Nelson, our men's coach, as they open their season on Friday. We'll do that here in just a few moments as well. So stay with us. We'll be back. The Third Base Sports Bar halftime show is next. It's Snow 48. It's Central 25 at the intermission on Rustler Radio.
Sports coverage on Rustler Radio is sponsored in part by the Buffalo Restaurant. Located inside the Wind River Hotel and Casino, there are 4 different dining choices: the Mongolian Grill, Tuscan Hearth Italian, the Smokehouse, and the Rio Taco. Open Thursday through Sunday from noon to 9 p.m. The Buffalo Restaurant, inside the Wind River Hotel and Casino, 1 mile south of Riverton.
Coverage of CWC Sports on Rustler Media is brought to you in part by the Third Base Sports Bar, offering the NFL Sunday Ticket, college football, UFC fights, and more sports on 6 different TVs. There is also foosball and darts, along with appetizers and your favorite beverage. Your last stop before home, the Third Base Sports Bar on North Federal in Riverton.
Football players without shoulder pads and helmets are like you in a vehicle without your seatbelt. I'm Craig Bull, coach of the Wyoming Cowboys. Safety equipment is important on the football field as well as every time you climb behind the wheel of your vehicle. Safety equipment helps prevent serious injuries in football. The big hits delivered on you during a crash will be minimized when you wear your seatbelt. We want you to be safe. Buckle up for your family, every trip, every time, and go Pokes. This message is from the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition.
Your home for Rustler basketball is 88.1 KCWC-FM, Riverton.
Welcome back to the Third Base Sports Bar pregame show. Might as well do this since I've got it.
It's time for the Third Base Sports Bar halftime show on North Federal in Riverton. Third Base is your last stop before home.
Talking with head coach Jack Nelson of the CWC Rustler men, and we are at halftime here. Snow leading Central 48-25 in women's games, but your team, Coach, 2-0, good weekend last weekend. Got to pretty much go up and down the bench and get a lot of people in, and I guess you're kind of a nutshell of your thoughts of that weekend to start things out.
Well, we came away with 2 wins, so that's obviously a good thing. Got a lot of good experience. Not sure that we played quite as well as the score indicated on the first night, but we've had a good couple days of practice and hopefully improving and getting better, and we'll see how we look this weekend.
As I've been kidding you all week, you're averaging 101 points a game, and if you can keep that up, that'll be pretty good. But you also said that you gave up too much at the same time on that. So this weekend, I would say kind of a mixed bag, but not exactly a pushover on night number 2. Obviously, LCCC coming in here on Friday night. You know, I think you beat them the first time last year, and then they beat you down at their place, I think, is how that went. And then a team called Rexburg United, which I looked at the roster. He's got some kids that played for Boise State and some others. I mean, it's not exactly an all-star team that you're going to come in here and beat 134-50 either.
Yeah, and, you know, when we scheduled that, I was a little reluctant to schedule them because I didn't know much about them. But when I talked with Coach Orton, the former coach at Western Wyoming, he explained to me that they're talented guys. They practice. They play the right way. So I was okay getting them on the schedule. But for us this week, we've been mainly focused on LCCC. They've had kind of an interesting season so far. They're 2-2. It seems like every game they've gotten down pretty big, but have always fought back and made it close and won 2 of them. Last night they were down by 25 to Casper and ended up winning at the buzzer.
Wow.
So they're a team that has no quit, and they're talented for sure.
Settling into, and I know, like we said, you got to go up and down the bench and put just about everybody in, but Still feeling out a lineup. I mean, you have 4 returners, obviously all Region 9 performer Iggy Hunt, and then Devon Colley, a couple of starters, Coulter Galante and Drew Switzer came off the bench. Settling into kind of a rotation with the old and the new, I guess, at the same time?
Yeah, I think so. That can obviously change any given week or any given game for that matter. I like our new guys. We're still trying to feel out a rotation and who plays best with who and that kind of stuff. But I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going to give us the best chance to win games.
Last year you had gave a lot of credit to Coach Rafferty in that not only did he recruit good basketball players, but great kids as well. And you've got some of those left over, and you've got a bunch of yours. How is the team in that regard and meshing with each other both on and off the court?
We made it a big part in our recruiting is not just finding talented kids. We try to find the right kind of kids, the guys that understand that academics are important and they're going to go to class and they're going to study. As a coaching staff, that's huge because I don't have to spend half my time chasing my kids to class and have an extra study hall and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they take care of business there. And then, on the court, same thing, guys that are unselfish, guys that play the right way, guys that just like being in the gym and want to get better as basketball players. I think our group of kids have meshed well on and off the floor. They like being around each other. They have a lot of fun together. So I'm happy with our group.
And that's good because it's 3 months of it, if not more. Friday night, 7:30, LCCC here. Then on Saturday at 3 o'clock, Rexburg United. Hopefully they're all ready to go. Anxious to get in front of the home crowd. Got a good home crowd here tonight. Hopefully same on Friday night.
Yeah, I look forward to getting in front of our home fans. I know our guys are excited to play on our floor. We're going to practice tonight after the game, and then we got one more day to prep tomorrow, and then we'll throw it up and see what happens.
All right. Anything else, Jack, you want to add out there?
Nope, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming over, Jack Delson. I still hadn't really gotten the final answer from you if you were accepting the invitation to speak at halftime until you came over.
Yeah,
so.
it was a long debate.
Nip and tuck all the way. Thanks, Jack. Jack Nelson, our head coach of the CWC men. Again, they open their season on Friday night, taking on LCCC. 48-25, Snow leading Central Wyoming College at the intermission of the women's game. This is your Third Base Sports Bar pregame halftime show. We'll come back, take a look at the first half statistics after this on 88.1.
Coverage of CWC Sports on Rustler Media is brought to you in part by the Third Base Sports Bar, offering the NFL Sunday Ticket, college football, UFC fights, and more sports on 6 different TVs. There is also foosball and darts along with appetizers and your favorite beverage. Your last stop before home, the Third Base Sports Bar on North Federal in Riverton.
Okay, thank you.
Sponsorship of Rustler Radio comes from Denver Air Connection, offering daily flights from Riverton Regional Airport to Denver International in a 30-passenger jet. The flight features in-cabin service, and TSA check-in at Riverton is included. More information can be found at denverairconnection.com. Rustler Sports on the Radio comes from the restaurants of the Wind River Hotel and Casino. Dining is available no matter time of day or week. The Red Willow is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Buffalo features 4 different choices, Thursday through Sunday, from noon to 9 p.m., and the Gennaku Cafe is open 24/7. The restaurants of the Wind River Hotel and Casino, located 1 mile south of Riverton on Highway 789.
This is the Third Base Sports Bar halftime show on North Federal Boulevard. Third Base is your last stop before home.
What's better than getting money for college? Well, it's getting money for college that you don't have to pay back. The scholarship opportunity for next year is now open online at cwc.edu/scholarships. Get your share of over $1 million worth of scholarships to attend Central Wyoming College. Scholarships can be based on your grades and cool stuff you've done, or how bad you need the money. Maybe just who you are, or maybe because of what you're going to be when you grow up. If you get started now, you can submit a great application and get your money for college now. Click Start Here online at cwc.edu/scholarships. Start now. It's that easy.
At the intermission, 48-25, Central down to Snow College. They got down 26-9 at the end of one. They got outscored 22-16 in the second stanza and trail right now at 48-25. Looking at individual statistics in the ball game, first off for the Snow Badgers, they have 8 players. 9 players. 10 have scored for their 48 points. Savannah Domgard has 8. Paige Farnsworth has 8. Kayla Hugie has 8. 6 for Harley Hansen. 4 for Megan Carr, Mackenzie Royce. 3 for Madison Mooring and Savannah Lucero. 2 each for Jasmine Chavez and Lourdes Gonzalez. And they've actually out-rebounded Central 21-20 here in the first half as well. But again, 8 points apiece for Hugie and Farnsworth and Domgard for the Snow Badgers, leading the way.
And they certainly have depth. There's no question about that.
And they have hit 6 3-pointers. They're 6 of 9 from the free throw line as well. On the Central side of the equation, Amron Brown has 11 points, and she has done so with 1 3-pointer. We thought the second one was a 3, but not, in fact, so just a 1 3-pointer in the first half. Alzay Roberts with 6 points, 5 rebounds in this ball game. 3 for Brenna Blazer. Palani Tarawa has 2. Riley Burmester has 1. Amanda Mitchell has 2 points. But again, Amron Brown with 11 of the team's 25. And Zay Roberts has 5 rebounds. Mariah Faber has 5 rebounds in the first half in this ball game as well. First half shooting numbers for CWC. They would go 11 for 33. That's 33%. They hit 2 of 9 from three-point land, and they did hit 1 of 2 free throws in the second quarter as well. For the Badgers, again, Central 11 for 33. For the Badgers, 18 of 35, and I thought maybe they would have a lot more attempts than that, given that Central had 14 turnovers in the first half, but not the case as they shoot 35. Central shoots 33 in the first half. Snow out there with 18 of their 35. That's 51%, and 6 of 10 of those were three-pointers for 18 points from behind the three-point arc. They also hit 6 of 9 free throws in the ball game as well. And as I mentioned, the turnover numbers right now, Central with 14, Snow with 6.
Curious if you're Ken Swartz, what you're telling your young team. It's mostly freshmen, what you're telling them right now as they trail pretty big time here in your home opener. So,
yeah, 48-25 is our score. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll have the second half of basketball. The Snow Badgers and the Central Wyoming Lady Rustlers. It is 48-25, Snow out in front. And we'll be back in just a few moments with more basketball here from 88.1.
The American Red Cross of Wyoming is currently seeking volunteers in Fremont County. Please contact Amber Pritchard at 307-247-6483. That's 307-247-6483. Or email amber.pritchard@redcross.org. That is the American Red Cross of Wyoming seeking volunteers in Fremont County.
Gales Carpet One is a proud supporter of 88.1 Student Radio. Gales offers beautiful, made affordable. They feature cabinets, countertops, tiled walk-in showers, as well as hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, and of course, carpet. They offer lots of products for the do-it-yourselfers. Gales Carpet One is a dedicated supporter of Fremont County and Central Wyoming College. Located in downtown Riverton on Facebook or at galescarpet1.com.
This is Jack Nelson, head coach of the CWC men's basketball team, inviting you to another year of Rustler men's basketball. This year's team returns all Region 9 performer Iggy Hunt along with starter Devon Colley and a talented group of freshmen including Riverton State champions Brady Fullerton and Kylan Schultz. We have 12 home games scheduled in a very tough Region 9 conference. You can check out game times, rosters, stories, and more at rustlerathletics.com, and we hope to see you at Rustler Gym.
This has been the Third Base Sports Bar Halftime Show on North Federal Boulevard. Third Base is your last stop before home. The Third Base Sports Bar reminds you to celebrate responsibly.
Getting ready for the second half of basketball. Thanks to Third Base and the Third Base Sports Bar for their sponsorship of the halftime show. And looking at the rankings that are out, Gulf Coast State out of Florida is your number one Salt Lake Community College is ranked number 5.
I'm sure these guys will see at some point.
And Western Nebraska ranked 25th. No mention of Snow.
They're kind of irregular there, really.
Right.
But their Snow keeps winning convincingly as they have in their General Sherman's march across Wyoming.
Did somebody tell me that Western Wyoming has won like 19 straight volleyball conference titles or 11 straight? Or
never won any lately.
Western Nebraska?
Oh, Western Wyoming. Oh, I thought you said Wyoming.
Western Nebraska. No, we were talking about Western Nebraska being.
That's how come I couldn't figure out your weird saying.
Perennially, sorry, my bad. Central with the basketball.
If indeed that's what you said.
And a turnover right out of the gate as that ball is taken away by Harley Hansen, and she'll have it stolen away from behind by Forney. But Forney will run out of bounds, and we're going to get our first subs 10 seconds in. And Bailey Forney will check out of the ballgame. Marissa Arnold will check in for her.
But to Bailey's credit, she did something to try to solve the problem that she had made.
Right.
In fact, I thought she perhaps knocked it off the Snow player.
Carr going to be partially blocked by Amron Brown.
Oh, that's 4.
And, 4 personal fouls quickly. The 4th one comes 11 seconds into the 3rd quarter.
So kind of like what else could go wrong at this point, right?
For Amron Brown. So Amron will check out 11 seconds into the second half. And Mariah Faber will check in for her.
She was the first sub in the first half, so.
Carr at the line. Free throw on the way is good as she'll rattle it home.
The thing about this Snow team, it's the type of team I don't think that will beat themselves. They may not be the best team as you looked at those teams that were ranked, but they're not the type that you're going to have to beat them.
Carr out of Centerville, Utah hits the first. Second is good as well. 6 out of 7 for the year is Megan Carr from the line, and it's a 25-point Snow lead at 50-25. Arnold, tough half-court trap, dribbles around it. Tarawa was wide open underneath, but they couldn't get it to her. Faber looks, steps into a 3. That's off the mark as it skims sideways out of bounds, and it will be Snow basketball.
But not a lot of pursuit of that ball as it bounced away and out of bounds.
30 seconds into the second half. Madison Mooring gives the ball left side. Hughie. Faber falls down. Crowd
I'm really sure it wasn't like anything fancy. She just happened to trip, and that's no big deal.
Ankles broken, the crowd reaction.
It really wasn't.
No. Bucket is good by Mooring. Faber's going to dribble through traffic. She'll stop for 10. That one misses everything. And it goes out of bounds, and it will be Snow basketball. Riley Burmester going to check in for Megan Cranebull, as Tarawa and Roberts will stay out there with Arnold, Burmester, and Faber.
Well, you've got 3 subs in the first minute and 4 seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Right side, Hughie, guarded by Faber. Going to get a pick. Nice switch by Burmester, but they'll get the mismatch they want. And coming over on help defense is Marissa Arnold. She will commit the foul. That'll be number 3 on Riss.
And the matchup puts somebody about 10 inches taller that Faber has to guard going towards the basket.
Right.
So.
This is a good job by them on the pick by Burmester to take out, but then having to come over for the help side as that free throw is good by.
You got to have the help defense on that situation.
Savannah Domgard is in. Mike Russell in his 3rd year, his assistant, by the way,
is Morgan Bailey.
Yeah, her uncle is Thurl Bailey of the Utah Jazz, if you remember that name. Free throw no
Still
good.
Does the opening bit for Utah Jazz games on their broadcasts. In fact, Big T, as he was called belovedly by the Jazz fans.
Underneath, Zay Roberts rejected by Carr, taken away by Carr. 6'2" Megan Carr in there making her presence known.
Thurl Bailey, also part of the NC State team that won that championship on a last-second shot.
Runs past everybody, count the bucket, and 1 as Harley goes to the stripe with 8 points now. And the foul is whistled on Marissa Arnold. That'll be her 4th. And we're going to see Shelby Brandstetter into the ball game for the first time. Shelby, a 5'11 freshman out of Park City, Montana.
Been to the other Park City. But,
I've been to this Park City. I've even been in the Panthers gymnasium, and it's not real big. Park City just about 15 miles west of Billings on the interstate out there.
Kind of a Panther's den, eh? That's pretty small.
Kind of just an exit there, as you will.
I would have to have gone by it then if I was on the interstate going that way to Bozeman.
You would have went past Park City, yes.
Didn't park there, though.
I'll tell you something about her class here in a minute, as underneath Zay shot no good. Rebound volleyballed around, and in the middle of it is the volleyball player Burmester. And it's going to go on the arrow to the Snow Badgers. Brandstetter had a graduating class of 23, and 6 of those kids are at colleges playing athletics now. So a school graduating class of 23, and 6 of them are playing in college now in one sport or another. That's pretty darn good.
Very impressive. By the way, did Hatterley play basketball at Star Valley? I believe she did, didn't she? Our volleyball player?
100% sure, but we're going to get an offensive foul on Megan Carr. I would think, but I don't know that answer.
Of course, the way they're doing it, what percentage of white girls play volleyball?
Faber with it at the top. Tarawa back to Faber. Working on a zone defense by the Badgers. Zay has it tapped out of there. Brandstetter going to give it back to Zay. 9 on the shot clock. Tarawa gets open for 3. Polani no good. And the rebound snared by Madison Mooring. Long baseball pass up ahead. Hugie with it. Her 15-footer rattles in and comes out. And taken down by Alzay Roberts. Taylor Brown up top to Faber. Another 3 on the way. Mariah back of the iron, top of the backboard, and knocked out of bounds by Roberts, and it will be Snow basketball.
She could use a make right about now.
Definitely. Central right now, 2 of 12 from three-point land. 17%. We're going to see Megan Crayenbull back into the game for Zay Roberts. And also in for the Badgers, Jasmine Chavez. Also, I guess that was the sub that came in, Jasmine number 5. Hugie with it. Might have double dribbled. Kind of lost, and she dribbled it with her wrist. Hanson, lob underneath. Crayenbull takes it away. Turnover on Snow, but Central pays them right back, as going to the floor with it is going to be Hanson. And a jump ball, and it will be Central basketball. So Central does actually not turn it over in that instance, but they do flip the arrow. With 6:23 left in the third, it is Snow 55, Central 25.
Interesting, Snow with 8 players from the state of Utah, but CWC right behind with 7.
Polani Tarawa, one of them, as she gives it to Crayenbull. Another one, back to Polani. Top of the key, 15-foot, banks it off glass, no good. Carr the rebound. Long baseball pass up. Hanson fouled as, boy, down hard goes Brandstetter. Hanson's going to go to the line. Shelby Brandstetter will get the foul.
Nice push pass off the dribble. We've seen it a couple of times.
4th team foul on Central. And again, 5 team fouls, and it's double bonus. No more one-on-ones in women's basketball now for a couple of years. As Hanson at the line missed one a minute ago, and she'll let that one clang on the front of the iron, as you hear in my, I would say, new and improved hoop mics, but I had to go back in technology this morning with those, unfortunately.
I should have been consulted in that case.
Yeah, the flip phone we're using now for those. She'll miss that, but rebound comes no good, but another rebound. This one by Hanson.
You know what I was saying about the wingspan of some of their players? Not necessarily the tall ones, but even the ones that aren't tall. Think of the wingspan.
Give and go. Carr gets fouled, basically, but she gets her own rebound, oddly enough, out of all of that scrum, and now a foul is going to come.
Maybe 3 fouls.
As Hanson's going to go to the line, and I believe, nope, it's going to be Faber credited.
Hanson got bopped as she went through the lane.
That's going to be number 2 on Mariah. And Hanson, as Joel made the reference, to the line. She will stay true to her form and clang that first one, but it falls in. So hear that rim really getting some play in it. 57-25, 5:41 left. Second one, nothing but net.
Going to crack the caper on your new ones here pretty soon, are you?
I need an electrician is what I need. Paige Farnsworth. There is an electrical outlet on the side of both shot clocks that I thought, great, I'll plug into. However, that outlet only has power when the timer hits 0 because it is to power the behind the backboard lights.
Or meant you can only use it for like, dryers to plug into.
Pretty much. They have that capability as well. But yeah, the only time that outlet is active is when the timer goes to 0. So not applicable for our situation.
Sort of an extension cord over there.
I thought about it, duct tape it down and loop it over, but I believe that would be frowned upon. Almost thrown away, left side baseline. Crayenbull for 15, no good, but a foul is going to be whistled on the rebound underneath on Snow.
Remember our phone cord up at Matizzi?
That ran from about eight blocks away, I think.
Which is odd because Matizzi only has 6 blocks, but
Hugie with the foul. That'll be her first, team second of the quarter. Faber launches it up top to Tarawa. Polani behind the back. Polani hasn't played for the last couple of years. Actually recruited by Cyril Stauffenberg here 2 years ago. Has got some things cleared up, and here she is. 15 on the shot clock. Lonnie goes to the baseline. Launches in, 6-footer, no good. Brandstetter, the rebound, that's no good. And then finally, the ball taken away by Chavez and the Badgers.
Hit so well.
Shot no good. The rebound, though, kind of put back up and in by Megan Carr, flat-footed on the putback. 35-point Snow lead, 60-25. Central, by the way, averaging just 49 points a game, may not get there tonight. As Brandstetter gives it outside to Faber, up top, Tarawa. Lonnie back up top, Burmester. She'll fire from just inside three-point land. Back of the iron, no good. And the rebound by Chavez. 6 rebounds by Jasmine.
Well, with Amron Brown out of there, it certainly hurts their outside shooting capabilities.
Ball knocked away out of bounds by Burmester. Going to see Mackenzie Royce, also Gonzalez back in, and Domgard back in. Zay Roberts will check in for Central, as will Amanda Mitchell, as coming out is Crayenbull and Tarawa.
Interesting, you can see Amanda Mitchell's sister's picture on the coach's wall, who he coached at Western Wyoming College when he was there.
One Whitney Mitchell. Chavez, baseline. Gonzalez back to the basket, flips it back out to Chavez. 17-footer left side, good by Jasmine. That is her first field goal of the night. She's got 4 points. Central has not scored in this quarter, though, I just have realized. 3:45 left in the third, and they have yet to score. Lob till now as they'll get wide open. Roberts on the assist by Faber. Ask and he shall receive. They didn't have a bucket for a long time and finally get one.
I think Amron Brown might be checking in with the 4 personal fouls, even because
there's nothing,
at this point, what
are you saving for exactly?
We could have said the same thing, but said it differently
I think I finished your sentence, unfortunately. 3 on the way, good by Jasmine Chavez.
Well, your mic is sounding way better at that end than at this end.
Yeah, it's not getting much action on this left end over here. 38-point advantage now as Blazer will check in next dead ball as well. Mitchell way out to the midcourt circle. Left side, Brandstetter. Shelby gives the ball to Faber. Mariah back up top to Burmester. She's guarded by Royce. Brandstetter with 8 on the shot clock. Throws it away. That's going to go into the backcourt, and the turnover will go against CWC.
That is tipped at all?
I didn't think so. It just went behind the player. Domgard's going to trigger the inbounds. Faber and Burmester come out as Blazer and Brown will check into the lineup for Central.
Tell the inbounder about the orange color just being introduced in 2012, but didn't get that chance.
Left side, Royce. Wraparound pass. There's a double dribble on Gonzalez. She got surprised by the pass and dribbled it once, gathered it, dribbled it again, and that's the turnover. Just the 8th turnover of the game for Snow. Central has been outscored 17-2 here in the third stanza. They trail by 38. At 2:26 left, Brown down the lane. Right-hand floater, no good. Bounce goes back to Amron, though. Baseline, Brandstetter. That shot is no good. And the rebound pulled down and taken away by Farnsworth. And here comes Snow, and then a snap of the cords by Farnsworth.
Well, off the dribble, just launches it long range.
That is her third three-pointer of the ball game. They're 8 of 12 from three-point land is Snow. And there's an answer by Amanda Mitchell, a three-pointer from the right side. That's good. 68-30 now with 1:45 left to play in the third quarter. Savannah Lucero of Star Valley fame will check in next for Snow. Royce. Oh, some hard picks out there. Domgard with a left hand over the top of Zay Roberts for a bucket. A pretty vicious run through a pick.
I didn't see the end of. I saw the end of it, so I'm not so sure what led up to that. But
Amanda Mitchell kind of ran through the pick of Mackenzie Royce, and they didn't call anybody on anything. Nice dish by Brown to Roberts, and Alzay will get into double figures now. She's got 10 points.
I actually thought Brandstetter was involved in the pick down there, but
left side, Royce gives it up. Actually, it was Chavez gives it to Royce. Bounce pass to the right side. Farnsworth, another three. No. But the rebound pulled down by Chavez.
I think she thought a player on the bench was in the game if she just gave it a straight heave to the end of their bench.
Well, and they are out of bounds, unfortunately. 9th turnover of the game by Snow. Pretty good laughing.
And Lucero finally checks in, coming off a state championship team of last year. And a team we thought that easily could have won the state championship the year before, had a decent lead against Moreland.
Full timeout on the way with 52 seconds left to play in the third. We'll come back with more basketball. This is Lady Rustler home basketball on 88.1.
What's it like to kill someone?
Emptiness. Painful. It doesn't seem real. There was no intent. It was never supposed to happen. You don't go out to kill someone. I keep seeing her head coming through the windshield. I'm so very sorry. There's nothing I can do to make it better. Please, don't drink and drive. It doesn't change the fact that I'm a killer.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. A killer is a killer. Never, ever drink and drive.
I want to thank our student broadcasting crew. Amanda Nikoloff's new media classes here at Central Wyoming College. On the cameras, you have Bailey Watt, Thomas Dent, Katie Springer, and Margaret Rattenbury on our floor cams. Nick Enos and Nate Himes on the upstairs cameras. Cheyenne Durant is your director, and Amanda Media, as I call her, Amanda Nikoloff, is putting the scores on the screen if you are watching at home. 70-32. Those numbers should read. 52 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Amron Brown, Brenna Blazer, Shelby Brandstetter, Amanda Mitchell, and Zay Roberts trying to go to Zay in the paint. Brandstedter's going to scramble, though, and get it back. Brown with it. Back to Brandstetter. 14 on the shot clock. Down right side, Zay. 10 on the shot clock to Amron Brown. Runs to the top. Long, high-arcing 17-footer, no good. And the rebound pulled down and taken away. And a shot no good by Chavez, and a rebound by Roberts. And then they'll throw it away. Get all my stats from that exchange tabulated. 17 turnovers on Central. 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
This three-quarter score will be very similar to the full scores Snow's had against their previous Wyoming opponents.
Royce at the buzzer for a long three is no good. And we have played 3 quarters of basketball. At the end of 3, it is Snow College 70, Central 32. Stick with us. Fourth quarter is on the way after this timeout. This is Lady Rustler basketball on 88.1 KCWC-FM Riverton.
Sponsorship of Rustler Radio comes from Denver Air Connection, offering daily flights from Riverton Regional Airport to Denver International in a 30-passenger jet. The flight features in-cabin service, and TSA check-in at Riverton is included. More information can be found at denverairconnection.com.
County 10 is Fremont County's online brand and source for news and information in real time, as it is happening. Connecting our community like never before, County 10 is proud to support Central Wyoming College and Rustler Athletics. County 10, connecting our community. It's always on at county10.com.
So I accidentally threw our professor under the bus. I didn't even know that the score was wrong on the screen. She was in a teaching moment and hadn't messed with the screen, I think. But Amanda, I apologize for that. But the new media class here at Central Wyoming College, that is all student production, camera work, the directing, everything. And under the direction of new media professor Amanda Nikoloff. You can inquire on that on our website, cwc.edu. Scholarship window open, by the way, at cwc.edu/scholarships. Fourth quarter begins, snow basketball. Left side, Royce, guarded by Blazer, gives the ball to Lucero. Brown on her. Brown playing with 4 fouls. Down low to Carr. Roberts doing a good job. Savannah Lucero gets free for 3. That's no good. And Roberts will grab the rebound. Left side, Blazer wide open for 3, no good. Ball goes to the far corner. Roberts kind of pushes one away, but rebound is going to end up in the hands of Snow, and a Lucero layup the other way is no good. There's a shot, no good as well.
Brown trying to play defense in there with the fouls.
Gonzalez might have got fouled as well, but nothing called on that. Minute gone by here in the fourth. We will choose our Gatorade player of the game as well in this, as there's a 3 on the way by Mitchell. Her second of the night is good. Both of them here in the second half. She's got 8, does Amanda. Cuts the lead. It's now just doubled up, 70-35, unfortunately. Snow leading Central. Carr underneath, wide open, Lucero. Nope, it's not Lucero, it's Royce. Her shot is no good, but the rebound by Gonzalez. Then another shot in the paint is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Central. Amron Brown, top of the key. Screened by an official. Instead, Brandstetter for 3. That one will go halfway down and come out. And the rebound by Gonzalez. Long pass, quick up ahead is not controlled, and that'll be a turnover. 10th turnover of the game on Snow, as Domgard will check back in for Gonzalez. And we're going to see Madison Mooring back in, and also Kayla Hugie back in for Paige Farnsworth. Farnsworth and Hansen, by the way, 11 points apiece, along with Domgard, 3 in double figures to lead the way for Snow.
I go pretty much Amron Brown and then everybody else, right?
8 points for Amanda Mitchell, yes. And then it's everybody. Well, Alze has 10.
That's right. So
Roberts.
Brown got hers mostly early because of foul trouble.
Brandstetter to Roberts, muscling her way underneath. Shot no good, but a foul on Megan Carr.
Nice job forcing the issue there by Brown.
Third personal foul on Megan Carr, first of the fourth quarter.
Said Brown, I meant Roberts.
And Zay Roberts will go to the line. Zay is left-handed, but watch her shoot the free throw. That's with the right hand, as she'll fire it up and miss it, unfortunately.
Well, if you recall, a year ago in the NBA, Tristan Thompson decided to switch hands in the offseason how he shot free throws. Pretty remarkable when you've been playing up to the professional level and you switch how you're going to shoot free throws with which hand.
Shot no good by Zay on the second one, but the rebound by Mitchell, and they will reset and reload. Brandstetter to Roberts. To Brown, pumps left, goes right, takes it off glass, no good. Zay had the rebound in her hands, but can't control it. And out of bounds it will go to Snow College. Zay Roberts, out of West Valley City, Utah, is Polynesian Samoan. As she answered, nice little left hand going through the lane by Hugie.
Which is interesting. I thought they made up maybe one in the same, for all I know, which is...
I'm not sure where to go with that either.
We're not experts on that, obviously.
Zay to Brown to Brandstetter in the paint. Got to get out of there. Might have double dribbled. Shelby will give it up top to Amron. Gets a pick. Can't do anything with it. Throws it at the feet of Brandstetter, who picks it up. 6 on the shot clock. Amanda Mitchell writes one from 15. No good. Carr pulls down the board. Up the floor. Carr gets free after running the floor and puts it off glass and in. Megan Carr now has 10. Fourth in double figures for Snow.
And a great look by Mooring there.
74-35, 39-point Snow advantage. Roberts with it to Amron Brown, driving the lane. Right-hand runner, good. Amron without the ball, good movement to get open and finishes the play. She's got 13.
And she's done it both inside and outside.
Mooring with it, dishes left side to Carr. Her shot no good. Mitchell ties up for the rebound and will get it on the arrow. Burmester and Arnold back into the ball game. Arnold out of Cowley, Rocky Mountain High School, the former Lady Grizz.
Rocky Mountain was what? Cowley, Deaver,
Franny
were the combination there, I believe.
Byron.
Oh, and Byron. Byron was probably the big hitter in that bunch at first.
Four-city quadfecta.
The quads.
Up there is Arnold for three, no good. Savannah Lucero the rebound. And that ball launched out of bounds and a turnover on Snow, their 11th.
The halftime guest caught the ball, actually.
One Jack Nelson. His team in action Friday night as they'll open up the home season. All Region 9 returning performer Iggy Hunt and Devon Colley leading the way for Central.
I think I saw them both in here earlier.
They were practicing after the game, so they
That's
may
right.
be getting ready. So
yeah, they better be in here.
Burmester does Brandstetter. Shelby jumps for 8 in the paint, no good. Trying to get her own rebound, might have committed a foul as she open field tackled the player. No good. Arnold the rebound, and her shot is no good. And then getting the rebound on the other side is Madison Mooring. Into the paint, Carr back up top to Lucero.
That was double dribble, kind of caught her by surprise there, but didn't.
5.5 left to play in the contest. Mooring launches a three, and that's good.
Well, she shoots very well off the dribble.
That was a quick release, wasn't it? 77-37, Snow.
Yeah, both her and Farnsworth do a nice job getting that three off.
Brandstetter. Central just 29% from the floor as Blazer will try a three. That's no good, and the rebound picked up off the floor by Domgard.
Interesting. I've not seen Valley Forney since the first few seconds of the second half.
Left-hand runner, Mooring, no good. Ball goes to the floor. That'll be a tie-up, and it will be Snow basketball as Domgard getting in the mix to tie it up. Going to see Hannah Monson back into the ball game, as well as Harley Hansen for the Badgers with 4:49 left to play. Haven't seen Tarawa in a while either. That ball loose. 12 turnovers on Snow, picked up by Blazer. Back up top to Amron Brown. Left side, Brandstetter. Finally picking her up is Hansen. Burmester with it, guarded by Monson. Flips it back out to Blazer. She'll run the arc back to Amron. She'll step back, won't shoot the three with 9 on the clock. Goes baseline, Burmester. There's a slap you can hear. Almost as loud as the high five slap you heard as Burmester's going to go to the line.
Interesting as you go from one sport like volleyball to basketball. One, there's really no contact. If there is, it's between you and a teammate. And to the the contact that you get here. Burmester is doing a pretty good job. I know it's botting off away from the ball on her opponent as well.
Riley 1 for 2 for free throws. Misses the first. She'll have another. Her first action of the year, Riley.
She's in that very exclusive club of a dual sport athlete here. Bailey Forney was it last year.
Second one is good by Riley.
The Kiara Skinners and Nicole Merrills of the world.
Brooke Tolman's.
That's the next one I was going to go to.
77-38. Shot on the way is an air ball by Hughie, and it's rebounded by Blazer.
I know I'm leaving Rachel Mundy.
Blazer gets it back. Baseline 17. Snap the cords. Britta, nice shot. Quick release by Blaze. And it cuts the lead just a skosh with 4 minutes left. It's 77-40. Hughie hands it back to Mooring. Right side, outside, Hansen driving. 3 starters out there for Snow right now. As driving is Hughie off glass, gathered it back in, and managed to put it up off glass and in.
Interesting. She hit it pretty hard off glass and still got it to fall.
Amanda Mitchell will check in for Central if we get a dead ball in the final 3:30 of the game. 3:30 left.
Probably will.
I'm assuming we will. Brandstetter, no good. Burmester, the rebound. That will not fall. Mooring had that rebound, and they'll lose it again inside the paint, taken away by Central.
Lucero just couldn't make the shot. You put it up, and it just was going too fast.
And we get a couple of subs for Central as Amanda Mitchell checks in for Brandstetter. And somebody else come back in.
I see Lucero out of there.
Okay. Well, I meant for Central as Mitchell throws it away. Ball taken away by Hansen, one-on-one. She's going to kick it back out. Nice dish left side. There's a slap. Finally, the whistle comes in. We could hear that from the hoop mic before we got the whistle of the foul on Riley Burmester, her third. And going to the line will be Paige Farnsworth. Snow is 12 of 18 from the free throw line, 9 of 17 from the three-point line as they miss the first. And we will see Braylee Crossman check into the ball game for the first time. Braylee, a 5'9" freshman out of Grantsville, Utah. She would like to say hi to Hunter, her brother. Free throw is good by Farnsworth, 80-40 now. So Hunter, hope you're watching. Brown gives the ball to Burmester, tries to go back to Ameren, and they'll turn it over. 19 turnovers on Central unofficially with 2:40 left to play in the ball game.
Ameren may finish this game without fouling out despite being in very heavy foul trouble throughout.
So we'll get a reach around right there, and Burmester, I think, is going to get the foul, however.
She may foul out pretty soon.
Yeah, Riley's got 4 now. Burmester making up for missing a couple of games last week by still being a volleyball player, getting...
And she may have saved Brown a 5th foul there, actually.
At the stripe, Harley Hansen. Free throw is good by Harley. Again, she is the all-region first team last year for this Snow College team. She has 12. 5 in double figures for Snow, by the way. 13 now for Hansen.
And they've had 5 different players in double figures in their previous 2 games.
Mooring is a bucket away from all 5 starters being in double figures. As Blazer gives it up top to Crossman. Into the paint. Brown lost it. Mitchell steps into it after she picks it up, and she'll miss it. And Jasmine Chavez will bring down the rebound.
Kind of just tipped it to herself to get that rebound.
2 minutes left to play in the home opener for Central Wyoming College. They will be back at it again, I believe, Tuesday night when they play LCCC at home. Shot on the way at the top, good by Jasmine Chavez. Is that right?
Yep, and then they play a bunch of elitists from Utah for a while.
Minute 40 left to play. Bailey Forney set to check back in a moment. Burmester drives, puts her shoulder down, misses the shot. Picked up by Hughie.
I have a 2012 state program in my bag here, so Bailey Forney's sister's playing in that one.
Wow, an offensive foul is going to be called as running into them was Harley Hansen. And Amanda Mitchell drawing that foul. Brandstetter going to check back in. Forney will come in. Ameren Brown will come out. Minute 26 left in the contest. Again, Lady Rustlers back at it Tuesday night at home. LCCC will be here less than a week away. Ball lost, taken away as they boot it around. 20 turnovers on Central. Minute left to play in the contest.
In the first half, many of those were turned into points, not as much here.
There's a foul as Crossman comes in and tries to play some help defense, can't, ends up fouling Harley Hansen, who gets the bucket, and the and one forthcoming. 15 for Hansen. She is the highest point scorer on the night on either side, and she'll add one more to it. 87-40. Snow has come in and avalanched the Rustlers here tonight. Brandstetter lost it, gathers it back in along the near side sidelines.
I was saying they're doing General Sherman's march across Wyoming.
Stolen away, layup good by Hansen, now with 18.
Great use of body to keep the defender away as it kind of screens herself.
Men's team will be at it Friday night when they take on LCCC. We'll broadcast that one with you as that ball got knocked away from Crossman. Taken away, Hansen now looking at 20 points as she lays that one in.
On layups lately.
Central getting outscored 43-15 in the second half with 15 seconds left to play. Central did not score in double figures in 3 of the 4 quarters today.
Just the second.
Mitchell for 3, no good. Long rebound pulled down by Chavez. 2 seconds.
Their coach say no.
Yeah, that's it. And that's the buzzer. And our final score here tonight, the Snow Badgers have come in and ripped apart your Rustlers 91-40.
They're a really good team.
Very good.
Let's put it that way.
Very good team. These two teams played here 2 years ago. Snow won that one 65-33.
Different kind of a game here tonight.
Yeah, Snow got up and down the floor. Snow come in, as I mentioned, averaging 74 points a game, and they put up 91. They come in averaging, giving up 51. They gave up 40 here tonight. Central's average of scoring was 49, and unfortunately didn't even get to that average tonight as they are beaten 91-40 by the Snow Badgers. It is 7 o'clock in KCWC Riverton. Stay with us. Your Click It or Ticket postgame show is next here from CWC. We'll give you some final stats. We'll pick our Gatorade player of the game, and we'll look ahead to the next game and the next broadcast here on 88.1 and Rustler Media. So the Click It or Ticket postgame show is next. You've been listening to Rustler Women's Basketball on 88.1.
In a crash at 30 miles per hour, an adult backseat passenger without her seatbelt fastened is thrown forward at a force of 3.5 tons. The weight of an elephant charging straight through the car. A killer on the loose. You're never safe in the back seat until you fasten your seatbelt.
I'm so very sorry.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. A killer is a killer. Always belt up in the back seat. No seatbelt, no excuse.
Coverage of CWC Sports on Rustler Media is brought to you in part by the Third Base Sports Bar, offering the NFL Sunday Ticket, college football, UFC fights, and more sports on 6 different TVs. There is also foosball and darts, along with appetizers and your favorite beverage. Your last stop before home, the Third Base Sports Bar on North Federal in Riverton.
Rustler Athletics is supported by Bach Monument, applying a relentless passion for excellence to honor special people in special ways. Bach Monument, part of the Wyoming community since 1875 on West Main in Riverton, and online at bachmonument.com. Proud to support Rustler Sports on 88.1.
It's time for the Click It or Ticket postgame show, brought to you by YDOT, reminding you to buckle your seatbelt. Every ride, every time. Please buckle up.
Click It or Ticket postgame show on 88.1. Snow taking apart the Rustlers tonight, 91-40. Your final score here. They outscored Central 26-9 in the first, 22-16 in the second, 22-7 in the third, and 21-8 in the fourth. Again, Central got outscored 43-15 in the